On this episode, I'm going on a journey, ladies and gentlemen. It's a journey I don't want to go on. My friend Dave here is taking me to the airport. I'm going all the way to Atlanta to a funeral for a man that I met nearly 10 years ago, one of my best friends in the world, Rob Petit. And you, ladies and gentlemen, for each and every one of you that couldn't come with me, we're going together. It's going to be special. Hopefully it'll be amazing. Hopefully it won't be so busy that I can actually get in the church and pay my respects. One of the saddest, most horrible videos I've ever had to make, but you're coming with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. So first of all, we're off to Heathrow Airport, and all I can tell you is the sun was shining down on me. Everything seemed to be going right. Thanks to the amazing famous Dave for helping me with my bags, you absolute legend. I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at Terminal 3 Heathrow. It's all happening. And there we go, Terminal 3 heading over to Virgin Atlantic. And there you go, we're going to Atlanta onto Gate 4. The sun is still shining down, which means we're making the right choice. And then I got upgraded. I mean, everything was looking in my favour. Checking out the window and checking the best seat in the house. 3, 2, 1, and we're out of the UK. A few beers, a lovely curry. And I'll tell you what, it won't be long until we're landing in sunny Atlanta. With everything going so well, my luck completely changed. And as I landed, we hit disaster. Okay, so it's 9:30 and my bags are missing, and that includes my suit for the funeral, everything, 3 pairs of Ugg boots, my laptop, everything is in there, so it's not looking good. I've been here for over an hour now, and yeah, not a great start. Okay, so I have found it. We are all good. Onto the rental car. So apparently you come all the way to America to rent an American car, and I don't know what I've got. Are you f***ing kidding me? Okay, I come all the way from England and hope to get an American car and end up with that. Okay, so I'm in my Mini. I've got my Sabrina Carpenter playing. And yeah, I'm a little bit excited actually. Automatic Mini, leather seats, aircon, climate, heated seats. Not that I'm going to need it, but I'm heading to South Carolina now. Was going to stay local, but no, I'm going to go meet the team ready for the funeral tomorrow, so let's go. When Rob told me that these streets in South Carolina were beautiful, I had no idea. But now I'm heading to meet one of his pals, Jeff. This is my driver for the night. He got me a little bit up on only 2 beers, but it's okay. Ooh, taking me out in the Dodge Charger. In England, these are not a thing, and this would normally be a rather fandango car in England, but it's a run-of-the-mill sedan here in the United States with this lovely man, my new best pal. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so I apparently are talking at the funeral today, so just had a shower, just dyed my beard and also brutalised my neck, made myself bleed. But yeah, it is taking a turn for the better or the worse, I'm not sure yet, but let's do it. So I'm currently on the way to this mega church, and I've seen churches in my life that hold 200, 300 people, but apparently this church holds 3,500. I'm on my way there now. I'm suited and booted. I didn't wear my hard up garage suit because today is not about me, it's about Rob, and they've just told me I've got to stand in front of 3,500 people and do a 5-minute speech. And I've done some stuff on TV, I've done some stuff on YouTube that's had millions of views, but I don't remember the last time I spoke directly to 3,500 people. So it's going to be scary. But as you see, the sun is shining down on me. Rob's looking down on me. I'm going to do my best for him and his family. And yeah, let's go check this mega church out. Okay, I'm normally proud of England and what England produces, but this is no church, this is a freaking Colosseum, and I've hidden the Mini as far away from the church as possible because there's going to be a car show. There's Bugattis here, Ed's Bugatti's already here. There's the beautiful Randi's Corvette here. There's some amazing vehicles, and that I would never class as amazing, but I'm going to go in, I'm going to check it out. This is going to be televised on TV, and in a moment I will, when all the ceremony is going on, I will get a copy of that. So I'll put this in the video, but this is my version of a farewell to Rob, so I'll do my best. So starting off at the funeral, this is probably the only funeral I've ever been to in my life, which happens to have like-minded legends everywhere and remarkable cars in the car park. I mean, this is a full car show and a funeral all at once, and that's what Rob would have loved. And before I get in there and before I do my part at this beautiful funeral in this Coliseum, I mean, this place is absolutely remarkable. I'm going to walk around the parking lot and just show you some of the amazing cars that are here. And first of all, I got my pal, Ed Bolian. How's it doing, buddy?
You know, it's not the greatest of days, but we're making the best of it. And it's better because you're here.
Thank you, buddy. I mean, the sun's out. I'm doing my best. I've got no mics. So everyone's going to be screaming at the audio, but I don't care. I'm going to start the video with one special car. And it is truly remarkable, isn't it? Like, let me just turn the camera around 2 seconds. So first of all, Ed, we have got the amazing, beautiful Bugatti Veyron. And this is just as small as the Thunderbird behind it. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It is smaller in person than it seems like it might be, but it's had a difficult past, but we're enjoying it. And it made it up here from Atlanta, 2.5-hour drive with no issues today.
You are the king of scantily clad ladies that have been in your cars over the years, and this with Mr. Bieber and its pop star history really does take the biscuit, right?
But I'll tell you, that's not what Rob would have cared about here. There is endless, amazing Americana automobiles over here, and I'm sure you'll give him a good tour.
Amazing. Thank you, Ed. We'll catch you up in just a moment. So straight away, we've got an absolutely beautiful little Chevrolet down here. And this is like we'd have a Blazer in the United Kingdom. This is the two-door. Got Chargers, we've got amazing Chevrolets. I mean, this could be a Bel Air, I'm pretty sure, could be wrong. Let's go check that out. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, these are where the cars originated from here in the United States. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Original South Carolina plate. One of my favorite cars here, which all of you know, is I love a Buick Grand National. And this is about as close as a Buick Grand National is going to get. This is a Monte Carlo SS. I mean, same stance, one of the last real American muscle cars here in America, and then onto a C3 Corvette Stingray. I mean, absolutely gorgeous chrome bumper car, really, really beautiful. Now, a lot of people don't understand that although this looks like a hard top would bolt on, this panel here actually lifts up and then the body would come out. You know whose that is. That is Jared Pink's amazing Dodge Charger Ute. And tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, on my next video, I'm going to be heading over to the amazing Travis Bell's, and we're going to be checking out all these amazing Holdens. Look at that shifter there. She's a manual. She's got a freaking whacking great SRT engine. Look at that bad boy hanging out the hood. It doesn't get much cooler. And then the Mercedes two-door rolls in. I mean, this is what it's about here in America. So I know for a fact that my pals in England, Adam C for one and Dave, would absolutely love this. This is four-door Japanese car with the lean back seats so you can put your feet all the way through. So this is about as luxury as it gets. No, oh, it has got the curtain rail. So this would have also curtains in the back. This is about as luxury as it gets. Over to the Bullet Mustang. This is one of two successions. So basically you got the original 68 Mustang. Then in about 2008 they did a revitalized Bullet, and then this is the 2018. So I think this is the 40th year anniversary or 30th year, but absolutely beautiful car. And then some of the most epic cars here in the parking lot are these absolutely fantastic. We call them MX-5s in England, but over here they call them Miatas, I believe. And normally they've got winking headlights that flash at each other. On the early ones, it's got the later headlights on this. LS3?
It's actually an LC9 5.3, just
wow.
mild build with a 78-75 turbo on it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That is remarkable. Look at these tires, guys. In England, you would be arrested for those, but it's all going to be okay. And another one here as well with a fantastic whacking great Chevy V8 in it.
Yeah, that one's a 383 stroker.
383 stroker, wow. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, for you people at home that don't know what a stroker is, these cars would normally be a 5.7.
This one started life as a 5.3.
A 5.3. Yeah. And then what they do is they have a longer stroke on the crankshaft, so that allows the piston, when it pulls down, to make the cylinder space bigger. Therefore, you get a stroker engine. But one hell of a cool bit. This guy here, true legend, absolutely love an MX-5. Onto the GMCs, don't get any of these in the UK, but then a square body Chevy C10 onto an absolutely stunning Corvette. 1966 427. But this is one of my favorite cars here today. It's not my favorite because there was a car that rolled in a minute ago that blew my mind, but I love a H1 Hummer, and this is so cool. F100, or this could be an F250 because of the dual axle on the rear. Absolutely beautiful bit of kit. We got some amazing cars here. We got some Datsuns, we got some BMW E36s. But what I saw rolling into the car park in just a moment actually made me shake. And there was a donk, but I don't think it's a donk because you people in America state a donk as being a certain style of vehicle that happens to have the larger wheels. I don't know where it's gone, but I'm going to keep doing laps until I find it. It's over there. I'm going to do one more lap before we go in to actually celebrate the life of Mr. Rob Petit. In the car park, we've got some proper Survivor cars, got some Mustang convertibles, later Mustangs, Challengers, Nissan Juke. I mean, I wasn't really expecting a Nissan Juke to be here, but this thing is absolutely remarkable. The wheels are absolutely beautiful. Onto a stunningly wrapped car, which I know that Scoot at home will be jumping up and down. Beautiful McLarens, RX-7. So I love an early RX-7. I love a convertible, but with an LS, fantastic. Coming up next is one of my favorite cars, and everyone in the UK loves a Porsche. It's that VAG group, it's Volkswagen, Audi, Porsche, but check this out. Off-road Paris-Dakar style with the lights, the roof rack, the wheels, the suspension. Okay, so from the Corvette C8, which is absolutely stunning, these BBS style wheels really do stand out. And I mean, that red interior, absolutely amazing. It doesn't get much cooler than this. For me, this is one of the most ideal last supercharged cars out there, because not only can you actually fix the engine yourself, you can work on the car, you can drive the car. So after checking out Rob's amazing car show, I had to run back to the car to get some parts before I walked in and did my big piece. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Sam. I'm not Travis Bell, I'm not as bold and as pretty as that lovely man, but I'm here in his boots to try and have a go, so I do apologise. Yesterday I left from England and I never imagined I'd ever have to do this with such a beautiful man. Even I've never seen a man that had passed before, and he still looked prettier than 99% of us in this room, other than Randi, obviously. And ladies and gentlemen, I know I'm an Englishman and we basically invented the language, but you guys perfected it, so I'm going to try and work my through this without ruining it or embarrassing myself. I'm gutted to be here, as most of you are, but I'm actually here today in the boots of the remarkable gentleman Travis Bell, who I'm lucky to know Travis, Ed and Freddy through this beautiful man I met in 2015. And first of all, I've got some amazing words from Travis, because no matter how much he tried to move the world today, there was no amount of money that he could do to be here. So he's got an amazing event that he's putting on this weekend that he started with Rob, and he wouldn't be able to do that without, you know, being there for it. So these are some amazing words from Travis. I'm sorry that I'm unable to attend currently. I'm setting up a show that Rob and I co-hosted for years. All of us here are here to celebrate the life of our friend Rob Petit. I would like to focus on a moment on Rob's parents. From Rob's relationship with his father and countless car stories he told about their automotive journey. To his amazing mother, Kim. Kim is the strongest lady I have ever met. When we were cleaning out the shop, Rob's Rabbit's used cars, we came across everything. From a very old framed piece that looked like a school assignment. We took it downstairs to ask Kim what it was, and she said, "Oh, that's Robbie's kindergarten diploma." We then asked her why she framed it. She said that she was afraid this would be the only diploma that he would ever receive. He also said thanks to Sam Hart for taking place and coming. So Travis always said thanks to me from coming 4,000 miles away to, you know, stand in Travis's shoes. I know that we're all terribly sad, and this hurts more than he could ever imagine. But just think, heaven just got a brand new sales manager. That was some amazing words from Travis. I was lucky enough to meet Rob Petit back in 2015. And this is a very weird conversation put together, but basically there's a lady out there called Supercar Blondie. And all I can describe her to you is that she's very tall, very blonde, very skinny, and very not ugly. My wife's watching. And also, I heard this voice from another midlife blonde-haired man whose voice was basically resonating over Supercar Blondie. And it's either I go see this lovely lady who I watched on TV, or I follow the voice of Mr. Rob Petit. So I'm so glad I did, because I went over to him, introduced myself, and this lovely lady over here, and we've been friends ever since. I had a 1936 Rolls Royce, which basically I entered into a rat rod build-off, and it was a wreck. And the amazing gentleman from a garage in Juarez and a gentleman called Michael Lightbourne built this beautiful car in Juarez in Mexico, which is so fitting to the Tex-Mex scene. And we decided that when you remove the paint off most cars, you reveal rust. And this car was aluminum, so it wasn't rusty, it wasn't rotten. I used aluminum instead of aluminium, so someone's smiling on me. And Rob was like, this is a true rat rod, you know, you're using LS6. He was so proud of it. And we sat at the back of the car and we had a hug and we talked about how important our parents are and how, you know, he still had his dad at the time and how lovely his mum was for supporting him. And at this time, Randi was not around. And, you know, we spoke about family and how important family was. And he was so honest and so pure. And he never gave up on himself or the people he met, whether he met you for 30 seconds or he, you know, was a long life friend he was to me for 9 years. He never gave up on the family element. How's your family? How's your dad? How's your beautiful wife? How's your kids? And I'd say, how's your mum? How's your partner? And we'd always bounce off each other. And one of the best things that he ever had was that he said to me, I'll call you every month. You know, you're one of my best friends. And I was like, yeah, right. People commit to calling people monthly, and I call Ed every month and I tell him I love him. And all of you that, you know, have my number, I will call you and tell you how much I think you're amazing, because without you guys I wouldn't be who I am today. But Rob said to me one thing, and it was the sentence he always answered the phone to. And it didn't matter if I was in a supermarket or if I was at a funeral or if I was with my friends in a pub. I jumped to put it on loudspeaker because everyone knew it was my friend Rob. And he goes, "What's up, legend?" And he dragged out the legend so slow that every hair on my body was so. He goes, "What's up, legend?" And it was amazing. And I was so proud to know him. And I finally got a phone call from a gentleman who owned a TV show and a big car show in England called American Speedfest. And it's like the Daytona 500 for you guys, for English guys. It's the American Mecca for car guys. And he said, "Hey, do you know anyone who's a commentator?" And I said, "Well, I know a radio presenter that's pretty goddamn amazing. Bear with me." So I phoned Rob. I said, "Hey, Rob, I got a guy that's after a race commentator. Can you be a race commentator?" He goes, "I have no clue, but don't let the truth get in the way of a good story." And he went, "Yes, I'm a good commentator." I phoned him up and straight away the gig was booked, and he flew in, he landed, and his voice resonated over this amazing mecca of American muscle guys. And, you know, to this day, his voice will never leave that place. It's embedded in the walls to the Brands Hatch racetrack, and he did it with glory. And the best part of that story was American Speedfest was so proud that their car show would be, you know, brought to the amazing screens by Vimwiki. He sat on the chair and I thought, I'm going to find out all about this car show I didn't go to. He talked 30 seconds of the American Speedfest and then talked another 13 and a half minutes of how I got him drunk doing donuts round a roundabout in London, which was actually Portsmouth, but he was so drunk that he didn't know where he was. Over the last 9 years, he's visited the UK several times to be in the voice of petrolheadism. A good friend of mine, Chiro, who also wanted to be here today, couldn't be here. And me and him were battling over our knowledge of American cars. And I can assure you I know lots about American cars, but he was the dictionary, the thesaurus. You know, I say bonnet, he says hood. We'd argue over fender and aerial, and he called me as an antenna jackass. And we'd have this banter, and we stood in front of Nebworth House, which is one of the most prestigious buildings in London, in England, and we'd banter over Mustangs, and I'd say, "This is a 66, he said, "This is 67 because the lug nuts," and we'd joke around this sort of stuff, and he was a fountain of knowledge. But not only did he push the knowledge onto you, he made you feel like you were learning every step of the way. It was never, "You're an idiot because you don't know." It's, "I can help you be a better person," and describe it in such a way that made it fun. And through the Tex-Mex Garage show, not only was he the perfect member for that show, he was sculpted for that for the 20 years before. You know, when he mussed around with Scoot in the fields in Juarez, and he built cars and came up with designs, he truly became the hero character. And I see why he didn't want to give up on his legacy of Series 2, because he was just a beautiful man, and it will always be remembered. We agreed that YouTube was like a diary of forming that exact moment at that time that can never be taken away. And my mum and dad are the most important people in my life, but my dad, I never knew how he was at my age. There's no photos, there's no videos of him joking around or being a plonker and getting arrested for, you know, driving under the... Sorry guys. Well, I don't have a record of how my dad was when I was young. I'm lucky enough to still have him in my life. But my two boys are so important to me that I want to know how I bantered with Rob's, how I was a bit of a plonker, and I had so much fun with each and every one of you that I started doing YouTube. And without Rob's push in the right direction to meet Ed, to meet Tavares, to meet these human beings that changed my life, I wouldn't have a diary of that exact time that my kids will see for the rest of my life. And I think that is so important. The last memory I have of Rob before I walk away was this beautiful lady here, Randi. She came to England to Nebworth House, and we talked about his beautiful mum and how his dad had passed when we spoke in SEMA. And they sat in the back of this Bentley that I'd swapped for a piece of junk kit car. And it was the best car I have to this day. And Randi and Rob sat in the back of this car, and I'm driving around the streets of England, and they're sat in the back snuggled up having the biggest cuddle you've ever seen. And I felt like that naughty chauffeur that I should have like the glass partition got so I couldn't see him having a smooch. And I looked in this little mirror and I just knew that they were the most amazing couple in the world. And that's the fondest, most amazing memory. And I bumped up the curb and I drove into the flowers outside this pub. And Rob's like, "You can't park there." And I said, "Don't you know who I am? I'm Sam Hart from England, and I've got Rob Pitts in the back with beautiful Randi. I can park anywhere I want." Thank you, Rob, for being the most amazing man I've ever met. His voice, every part of him was just remarkable. And thank you to Randi and his beautiful mom and each and every one of you. And thanks to Travis for allowing me to be here in his boots. And I know there's some big boots, but I love you, Rob. And thanks to Reverend James for this amazing service. I've never been to anything like this in my life, and it's truly beautiful. You're all amazing. Thank you, Rob.
Instagram, and there was a guy that I have no clue who he is, one of the followers, somebody that follows me on Instagram, and it started out with, "I want to thank you." And he breaks out in this spiel that he is going through stage 4 cancer right now. That's what he's fighting. And he said, "I watch your videos when I take my treatments." And he goes, "I absolutely love it." He said, "Thank you for making me laugh and making me smile." He said, "I love it. And I just want to tell you that." And I just complained for the last 10 minutes to you guys about something at the end of the day doesn't really matter at all. There are people literally fighting cancer to stay alive that are laughing at the things I say, these goofy shit, all this goofy stuff I do. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a glorified used car salesman in South Carolina, but that hits you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it really puts it in perspective. Mom, building, waiting on equipment, whatever, anything. At the end of the day, you know what? I'm walking, I'm talking, and I'm taking care of business. Yeah, is it going exactly like I want it to? No. But I'll be honest with you, in the grand scheme of things, rarely it does. So when you're having a bad day, I think it's important that you think the same way. Because there's always somebody out there that's got it a little bit worse, especially when you want to throw that pity party for yourself. Think about it. This guy is in the best spirits ever. I can't even imagine what he's going through. And to send me that message makes you think. Guys, got to keep on keeping on. We'll catch you next time at Rabbit's Used Cars.
I had one of the most, I don't know how to put this right. It's one of the nicest shit things I've ever been to in my life. You know, to see Rob go, but be there for him on the same hand was beautiful. You know, it's heartbreaking, but I was there. I'm going to show some more cars in the parking lot because there was too many pretty things out here for me to give up there. But thanks to each and everyone for coming to my goodbye to Rob Pitts. It's been nothing less than wow. And I love the guy. He's one of my best friends. Love each and every one of you. Thanks for watching. And Rob is just about to leave the building. There he goes. We got the police convoy. I got to run to my Mini over there to jump in the convoy, but he is just about to say goodbye. And to each and every one of you who ever met him, watched him, loved him, there he is. Out of respect for the family, I'm going to the burial, but I will not be filming any of that. Appreciate all of you. Thanks so much. As I lay my best friend here at Woodlawn Cemetery alongside my pal Ed Bolian, my trip wouldn't be complete unless I got to know some of the amazing people that knew him best. So here it is. Okay, well, my car got towed because I didn't read the sign. So now I've got an hour and 25-minute walk to the tow site to get my car back. Yeah, it's not going very well. Okay, so I'm sweating. I stopped at a gas station, I got a drink. Here's the towing place where they towed my car, that's fine. I walked just over 3.5 miles. It's taken an hour. But you know what? No problems, just solutions. So as you guys at home know, when the day goes a bit wrong, you have to grab yourself a Coke, walk 3 miles, and then realize these legends get your car out. The guys here, Mike Williman, is it Williman? Williman. These legends reduced my fee because they knew that I was here for a good reason. So these people, remember guys, when you are a jackass and you get your car towed, it's on you, not these lovely people, all right? Let's go and get drunk. Let's have some lemonades. Let's go. Oi, oi.
Jello Schroeder's on the Chattanooga. 2.7 seconds on a booming blue mansion. I love you, girl. So sweet, girl. Yeah, forgiveness, I'll be
So I've come all the way from England, and this lovely man over here has a multiple selection of Dodge Chargers, but this pink one really does take the biscuit. Things have escalated. We've been out discoing with these chaps. Looks like I've got another parking ticket. Hang on. It is. Are you serious? I have a nut. They didn't tow me this time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh look.
Know any better? He's from England.
Sorry. Look, there's number one.
Here's number 2.
They're like Pokemon cards. Got to catch them all.
Oh my God.
I just want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you, including Jeff, Rob Petit, Ed Bolian, Travis Bell, Freddy, Tavares, everyone who has been there for me through saying goodbye to my best friend, Rob Pitts. But do you know what? This video was all about taking each and every one of you along with me on the journey. And I know at the end of the video, it looks like we just go out and get drunk, but it isn't. It's about having amazing stories of people that knew him best. Every hair on my arm has just stood up because it was truly amazing, remarkable, lovely, upsetting. And yeah, without him, I don't know how we're going to move on, but we will basically live on with his legacy. Every story he ever said, every phrase he ever threw out will live on in me, and I'll pass on to my kids. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. Thanks to Randy, thanks to his lovely mum, thanks to Reverend James at the church, thanks to each and every one of you, and thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye, Rob.
Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. To the end. Me and you. Ooh. If you spend, then I spend. All on you. Ooh. You. Just say the word and we gon' run it up. You're number one and it's don't run up. Don't matter if your birthday's coming up, I'm still gon' get you those little gifts, and it's not even about that. I just love to make you smile, so go and smile back. Little FaceTime, little chit chat, little time spent, little meal or something. What we doing on? Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. To the end. Me and you. Ooh. If you spend, then I spend. All on you. Ooh. You. It was always you and me. It was always Nick and Tay. Went away from a dream, and I could never get away. It was always me and you. It was always saying Nick. Got some little ones too. Go ahead, stand right there. Go ahead, smile for the pic. That's my best friend. My best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my 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 best friend. Go best friend.